Hi everyone, I'm Miss Karen at Adams Memorial Library. Welcome to August Bake a Tale. Bake a Tale is a program where we have books, we have crafts, and we have something that you can bake at home. And since we were doing color all summer with our summer reading program, we were coloring our world, finishing up the summer with colorful brownies that you can make at home. We will have the materials with the recipe for the brownies, the materials to make the crafts, and a list of the books in our take-home kits that we will have available down in the children's room. You can come down and pick one up, or you can always call us and reserve kits, and we'll take them right out to your car and you can pick them up through curbside service. The books this month are just about colors. This one's just called Colors. It's by Shelley Rotner and Ann Woodhull. This one is called Mara Plants Seed by Robert Furrow, Donna Jo Napoli, and the illustrations are by Melissa Bailey. And this one is called When the Sky Glows by Nell Cross Beckerman, and the illustrations are by David Litchfield. So as I said, these are just about beautiful, beautiful colors. The photos in this book are so lovely. Look at all the beautiful blue things, or all the beautiful yellow things. If you're ever feeling, a little sad, you want to be cheered up, this is a beautiful book to look at and think, oh, what a colorful, beautiful world we live in. Now this one, Mara plants a seed, and she really, really, really wants, she wants all of her seeds to grow, but she really wants something that's going to be yellow. And when you see the crafts this month, you might see something that maybe is what Mara wants to grow. And in this book, it explains why the sky glows in such beautiful colors, why it glows at sunset, why it glows at sunrise. So if you take out this book, there's beautiful colors to look at, and also you can read about the science of why the sky glows in these beautiful colors. And the recipe this month was for colorful brownies, M&M brownies, and I put sprinkles in so they would be even more colorful because, some colors good, more colors better. That's what I think. So the baking's always better when you do it together, and so you will need a grown-up's help to put the things in and out of the oven, but to get the pan in and out of the oven. But, you can all put the M&Ms on, mix the M&Ms in. So there's M&Ms in here and cocoa and chocolate. So it's super chocolatey, super colorful brownies. And the crafts this time all kind of feature color too. One is a beautiful yellow flower. One is a colorful picture frame that you can do. And the other one is a color spinner. Now to make the color spinner, in your kit there'll be a piece of cardboard and a piece of white construction paper. So you'll need to find something round at home that you can trace. You want to get 2 circles out of the construction paper. So find something that will be the right size to make 2 circles on the construction paper, cut those out, and then trace onto the cardboard the same thing, the same circle, so they'll be the same size. And then you will decorate the white construction paper, color it however you would like, and then glue it onto either side of the cardboard circle once you've cut that out. So you'll have the cardboard circle with the papers, the decorated papers on the outside. The next thing you will do is, you might need a grown-up's help for this too. You need to make 2 little holes in the center, about a ½ inch apart, so fairly close together. To make the circles on mine, I used a push pin and then measured ½ inch apart and pushed the push pin in, and then I stuck a pencil in the holes to make it a little wider. In your kit, there will be this yarn already cut to size, and to get it through the holes, if you have a plastic needle at home, you can try that, or you can do what I did and put some tape around one of the ends, and then I smushed it together to try to make that the needle so it would go through the hole. You might need to be a little bit patient, but eventually you can get through one hole and then take it back through the other. And then once you've got the string through, you'll tie it on one end. And then once you've got your string at both ends, then you can make your spinner spin and see how the colors go. So you hold it and you kind of hop it over itself, and then you can watch it spin. And yours will be absolutely unique to you, so you can make your color spinner however you would like, and then watch it spin. So that's the color spinner. To do the picture frame, there will be some popsicle sticks inside your kit. And you can make 10 go across, line them all up, and then 3 go in the other way to hold them in place. Now, I did put glue on mine, and then I flattened it, and I left it overnight, and then I ended up putting tape on it too, on the back. So you know my motto, when all else fails in a craft, use tape. So the tape will work perfectly fine too. There'll be a glue stick in your kit. If you actually have some white glue at home, you can try that and see if that'll hold it a little bit better. But you'll want to line up your 10 popsicle sticks. You can arrange the colors however you would like. Put 3 across, put lots of glue on that, hold them in place, and then you probably do want to flatten it under some books or something. Once it's held together, as well as it can be, you can always use tape if you need to. You'll take the little clothespin that's in the kit too, and you can decorate that if you would like, or you can leave it plain, and then you can glue that into the middle, on the middle of your sticks here, and that is what will hold your picture in place. So there will also be a little piece of cardstock in your kit, and you can use that as a background if you'd like for your picture. So I have a picture of the library friends here that I printed out, and then I glued it onto the cardstock, and then you can just clip it into place, and then you've got your colorful picture frame. And to make your colorful yellow sunflower, I think those are so pretty. You can start to see them outside now, so I thought that would be a good craft for August. You can admire all the beautiful sunflowers, and you can make one of your own. In the kit will be 3 coffee filters. And what you need to do to color these coffee filters, you can color it yellow, orange, however you want to do it, but you will need some food coloring at home. And that's why in the kit there will also be plastic gloves, because food coloring might dye your hands. So if you don't want it to dye your hands, put the plastic gloves on. But you'll need some 2 bowls to put it in, and you put about a tablespoon of water in each. And to make the yellow, you put, I don't know, maybe about 10 drops of yellow food coloring. To make the orange, you'll put maybe 7 drops of yellow, 3 or 4 drops of red, till it looks like the color that you like to make it orange. And then if you have a paintbrush, you can put that over. Oh, I'm sorry. There will also be a plate that you can use to put these on, because you need to make absolutely sure that you covered your surface when you're doing this, because otherwise the color will leak right out. So you can do these on the plate if you want, but then when you dry them, when you take them off the plate to dry, you'll have to put them on plastic. So if you have plastic bags, something like that, if you have a big garbage bag, you can put that down and put them on that until it dries. But make sure it's not on your table, not on your carpet, not on your floor, not anywhere that the color can leak through. Okay, so once you've covered everything up, then you'll take one of your coffee filters, put it on the plate, and then you can get that bowl that had your food coloring in it with the water. So if you have a paintbrush at home, you can mix that up. You could use, if you have a dropper, you can drop the color on. If you have, what else? If you had, Q-tips or cotton balls, you can do that and just spread the color all over each coffee filter. And you can color them all the same. You can color 3 different ones. So color them orange, yellow. If you want to do a different color, you can do that. If you want to do a green flower or a blue flower, you can do that. It is absolutely up to you. So you can color your 3 coffee filters however you would like, and then let them dry on the covered up place. Once they're dry, then you're going to make the petals for this flower. So you will take 1 coffee filter and fold it in half, like that. And then you will fold it in half again. So that's 2 times. So then we'll make quarters. And then first it was half, then it was a quarter, and then you're going to fold it a third time in half, like this, and then you're going to fold it one more time in half. So it's going to be like this. So you're going to fold it in half 4 times. And you'll do that with each of these. Fold it in half again, fold it in half again, fold it in half again, and it'll be about this wide when you're finished. At the top part, not at the point, at the other side, you're going to just cut a little bit here and a little bit here, round it up and around to make the petal shape. So you can just cut a little bit up here. If you want to make it a pointier petal, you can do that. Cut it in triangles. Otherwise, you can just curve it around this way, curve it around that way, trim it up as you need to. When you open up each of your 3 coffee filters that were trimmed, it's going to turn into flower like this. So then there will be a blue piece of cardstock in your kit as well. And you'll take your first coffee filter flower and glue that down in the center. You can leave the petals. I mean, if you want to flatten it down, you can. Otherwise, you can leave the petals to have more of a 3D effect. So glue into the center. Be careful, it is tissue paper, so be gentle with your glue stick. Glue that in the middle. And then you'll put the next one on, but you'll turn it a little bit so the petals will be not directly on top of each other. That way it'll look like your flower has more petals. Glue that one in the middle. Then you'll take the third one, turn it a little so it's not quite exactly on top of the other 2. Glue that on in the middle. There'll be a little piece of brown construction paper in the kit, so you can find something round that will fit in here to make the center of your sunflower. And then there'll be little pieces of tissue. So if you want to decorate with the tissue, you can crumple them up, put them in the middle like seeds. You can, if you have seeds at home, you can glue those on. If you want to color, you can color it. If you want to draw a stem on, you can. However you want to do your flower picture is completely up to you, but that's going to be your colorful flower. So these things will be here at the library waiting for you. We will have them as long as supplies last. We hope you'll be able to come in and get one. And if you need us to reserve them, as I said, you can just call the library. Talk to the children's room. We'll be happy to put bags aside for you. So thank you very, very much for watching, friends. I hope you have happy baking. I hope you have happy reading, happy crafting. I hope you have fun for the rest of the summer. And I thank you for watching Bake-A-Tale, and I'll be back in September and we'll do another Bake-A-Tale. So thank you very much, friends. We'll see you later. Bye.